Well, take a look at this, a gorgeous portrait. It's a painting of Hillary Clinton. You could soon be seeing a lot of it after the Hillary PAC, Political Action Committee, commissioned Taos artist Kimberly Weber to paint this portrait of what could turn into a presidential candidate. And that artist, Ms. Kimberly Weber, is here with us this morning to talk about that portrait and a lot of her other work. Good morning, Kimberly. Welcome back. It's good to see you again.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. So let's talk about this portrait of Hillary Clinton. You're having an exhibition out in Los Angeles at the beginning of the year. Some important folks connected saw it, and they just go ask you and say, we want you to do this portrait.
Yes, they were really connecting with my theme of empowerment, which was the name of the show. And I think that they were connecting with the fact that I'm working with images that uplift and empower humanity. So I think what happened was they saw a connection there and a possibility with the first potential woman president.
Okay, so is that, when you talk about the theme of empowerment, is that how this connects to that? The portrait of Hillary?
Yes, this is one of the ways. What I did with the portrait was I put her in the middle and then I placed some of her charities around the perimeter of the mandala. So I was really reaching for the possibilities and the higher ideals of what this could mean.
Okay. How long does it take you to do something like this?
My work is very labor intensive and
yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, lots of detail. So basically, I had to set everything aside to make the portrait happen in the timeline that was requested of me. But normally I produce one body of work each year. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm working pretty diligently at it.
Okay, so this one's going to be auctioned off a little bit later this summer for Hillary's PAC. And I want to ask you, in the past I think you've said you stayed away from doing things in politics. This is definitely political. So why did you take the chance and do this one?
Okay, yes, I do normally, I'm working more with universal themes, but I said yes to this because I was really interested in working with the concept of women's leadership and women's voices being empowered. And I think that Americans are really ready for women's wisdom, and our world needs that. And I think it's important for us too to keep in mind that as citizens of the U.S., it's important for us to hold our candidates accountable and demand candidate transparency. So these are some of the concepts that I'm working with in this particular piece.
Okay, very well said. And I think you're absolutely right. Without a doubt, like her or not like Hillary Clinton, she is one of the most powerful women and the most popular women in the whole world. Besides this, you do a lot of other gorgeous work. You brought one with you here. I think we have a graphic of it, and it's up in your gallery called Untitled, up in Taos. Talk about some of your other work and what you do.
Yes, I'm working with the archetypes, and those are the beings that we share in our collective consciousness. And at Untitled Fine Art in Taos, my colleagues and I are working with light responsive pieces. This is one of Antonio Arianes's works, and it's a large 5 by 8 foot canvas. So
that's a painting on canvas.
Correct.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
This stuff is incredible.
Isn't it?
Up there.
Yeah, and that's Casey Tebbett's work. This is an incredible multi-dimensional mandala. And my colleagues and I, we're all working with light interactive multi-dimensional surfaces that basically uplift and empower humanity. So concepts like sacred geometry, the mandala, with myself, the archetypes, quantum physics. So yeah, it's basically art that uplifts and inspires humanity and the planet.
That is incredible stuff. You have some exhibitions coming up?
I do. We have a group show happening in Taos, October 3rd, that opens. It's called Holding the Light. And then I have a one-woman show opening in Taos on December 20th. And it'll be a preview for a couple of weeks before it travels to Los Angeles for my one-woman show in January at Lurie Gallery in LA.
Congratulations on all this success. You want to find out more about those shows and more about Kimberly Weber's gallery and her artwork, you can head to our website at casa.com, click on the Casa blog. You're very talented. Thanks for being here.